Welcome back. It's the Kovacs Report. It's time for some amazing Spider-Man fun. Amazing Spider-Man number 5, in fact, by Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz. Now, before I get into it, I'm going to go through the whole book. So if you've not read it, please do read it first and then come back and hear my thoughts and let me know yours. Also, hit the subscribe button. It makes a huge, huge difference to the channel and it would make me very happy too. Now, also at the end of the video, if you do like it, give it a like too, because that's always cool. I really appreciate it. Right, let's jump straight in. So as you know, it's my favorite character. I say it every time we do a Spider-Man video. And I, again, always say, I think the Spider-Man book needs to recapture its glory days, let's just say, because it hasn't been great for many, many years. And this arc has been going in the same poor direction, in my opinion. There are good and bad about this, and I'm going to go through both of them. So first off, before we get into anything, Pepe Larraz has done an amazing job of the art. This guy really gets Spider-Man. It's kinetic. It's full of energy. I absolutely love it. I do not fault the art. I think the art is fantastic. However, Joe Kelly, I don't think he's quite got Spider-Man. He's definitely not got the dialogue. The dialogue in this book is diabolical. It really feels like old men trying to write for young people. And the thing is, it has this double-edged sword effect. Not only is it not capturing the youth's, vernacular, but it's also alienating to the older people that read this. It just doesn't fit. It feels so forced. The humor just isn't funny. It is trying too hard. Now, that's what I have to say about that, because I think it's very important, because Spider-Man does have a certain voice, and it's not being captured here. But let's get into a quick catch-up of what's been happening. So the Hobgoblin, like I say, he has been producing this cola drink, and it's doctored with some hallucinogenic, fear, nightmare-inducing poison of some kind. And Spider-Man's been under the effects of that, and he's coming in and out of this fever dream. He's trying to, knock it all out. His friend Brian Nering and his boss Maria Osmond Milton, who work at Rand Enterprises, they've discovered the truth that the drink is doctored, and they're trying to rush to the FBI to expose the plot. Now, Hobgoblin knows this, so he's going off on his little glider, and he's crashed into the old Rand Enterprises, blown the roof off, and he's going to put a stop to these people that are gonna reveal his nefarious plan. Now, we get there, and this is where this bad dialogue starts. Now, again, please don't hate me, right? But the dialogue isn't good, right? People need to wake up and realize that we shouldn't be accepting stuff like this, because the more we accept it, the more we get. It's not good enough, and especially not good enough for a flagship book like Amazing Spider-Man. Now, the book does have some very big positives. I'm going to get to it. The art is incredible, like I said, but also the fight scenes and the pacing is really, really good in this issue. It's just the plot, I'm just not excited by it. It's like, why would the Hobgoblin want to poison some cans of drink? I mean, we find something out later on in this book, but even that is an anticlimax. It doesn't fit the characters. It really, really doesn't. Anyway, let's get back to the action. Hobgoblin, like I say, he's arrived. He's about to destroy Peter's co-workers and old friend, but Spidey turns up to save the day. Now, the fight scenes in this are really good, like I've said. There's lots of energy, lots of, I don't know, it's got some oomph to it, but it's not backed up by the dialogue yet again. And we have this fight which goes through most of the book till eventually the Hobgoblin is down, and while he's not really down, is he? Like, Spider-Man's got him in a chokehold. We don't know what's going on. We're getting these flashbacks to Peter's past, which make absolutely no difference whatsoever to this issue. And even if they weren't there, like, you wouldn't have missed them, because they're pointless. It's just, there's like these 3 little flashback bits which try to show that his friend, was always there for him back in the day and is going to be there for him now too. And that's what he does. While Spidey's got Hobgoblin in this headlock, he runs out with this magic mushroom, because that's what he does at Rand, right? He works with mushrooms and the effects of mushrooms and the things that you could, extract from mushrooms. And he throws a mushroom in the Hobgoblin's face, which Spider-Man kicks, and it explodes all of its dust. And it's one of those fear-inducing, hallucinogenic, the irony moments, and he thinks spiders are crawling all over him, and he runs off scared, not to be seen for who knows how long. And that's it. There's 5 issues of the Hobgoblin poisoning drinks defeated by a mushroom. I mean, come on. If you're going to hate me for not liking this book, right, please tell me why this is good. Anyway, the epilogue of this is Spidey and his buddy Norman Osborn, who's kind of helping Spider-Man at the moment, says, leave Hobgoblin to me. I'll get him sorted out. He won't be a bother. He won't be a bother anymore. Quite nefarious, actually. So I don't know what's going to happen there. That might be another story that we see later on. And then there's this nice little moment where Peter and Aunt May have a little hug and a kiss, you know. And this is all to close the bookend of these flashbacks that have been going through the book, where it showed that he was a rebellious child and he said some horrible things to May, unforgivable things, but no matter what, they love each other, and that will never change. And that's my review. Those are my thoughts. I'm just upset. I mean, the art is stunning, but this is a non-story, and I really want this book to be good. You know, it is my favorite character. I think Spider-Man represents Marvel more than any other character. And the editorial here, you know, particularly Nick Lowe, just don't seem to care. They do not care about Amazing Spider-Man. And there's lots of, you know, discussion about this on the internet. And I'm not going to get into the politics outside of the comics. But this isn't good. And I cannot recommend it. And I really, really pray that this first arc was Joe Kelly just dipping his feet back into Spider-Man and getting a feel for what's going on. So I have some hope that it might get better. But at this point in time, it's not good, guys. So I'm really sorry. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. And if you're still watching, I'll catch you in the next one.